Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Tuesday to you, everybody. We hope you're doing well and managing to enjoy the sunshine. You can probably tell a little bit my voice, and probably a lot of you have been doing this. You wake up kind of nasally and you wake up with drainage coming out of yourself because of the influx of temperatures. Now that the rain has gone and cleared things out, we're going back into a bit of a dry spell again this week, so little rain chances are possible here for us, and that's why I'm beginning off with the pollen forecast again. Ragweed and the grasses, excuse me, are the main primary theme with this. And again, a medium for tomorrow, so not too oppressively high, but again, by later in the week, we'll go from a 5 there on Wednesday into a 6 on Thursday. A 5 on Thursday and a 6 on Friday on that matter as well. So the last couple of days, we've been kind of just below zero or right around 1 to 2. Because of the cloud cover and then that rain that moved through with the remnants of Ian, which, by the way, you've probably been seeing a lot of that cloud cover today, which is the outer skirts of that hurricane now, and it's out of the area. However, though, the remnants of the cloud cover itself is beginning to fizzle in and drift in our direction, but most of that will begin to get kicked out thanks to high pressure that is going to become full effect as we make our way towards the upcoming weekend. So if you are allergy sufferer, as you can probably tell from my voice here, I'm a little raspy this afternoon, but you know what though? We're going to make the best of it. Just have your allergy medicine on standby. Moving on for the rest of the afternoon and into this evening, clear skies, mostly to partly cloudy skies again. We will see variably clear skies late overnight, but again, the cloud cover is part of the cloud coverage from now Ian, its remnants moving into our area. So chilly and cool later on tonight with a mix of those, like I said, clear skies will quickly fade overnight into early morning of your Wednesday. We'll wake up to a plentiful sunny day as you make your way out and about after temperatures in the morning or later night in the morning hours of your Wednesday will start off in the 40s, so another cool and crisp night is in the making for us. Lots of sunshine comes into play on Wednesday. We're going to slightly warm up our temperatures just a little bit more, back to where they need to be for this time of year. Low to mid 70s, up and down the 220 corridor from Rocky Mount Fair, Boones Mill, Wirt, Sontag, the Snow Creek communities out there, Ridgeway, Martinsville Speedway, Axton, Sandy Level, going towards the Smith River complex. A great afternoon to take advantage of it. Same story going towards Stewart. There on 57, of course, a beautiful afternoon to go up toward the Parkway. Of course, do be mindful of the construction that is continuing to go out and about up towards Metazadan. Again, that is expected to be finished here in the next couple of years, so do be patient with those folks. They're working their hardest to get that completed so you can have an enjoyable drive-through up through parts of Patrick County, Patrick Springs, going up towards Metazadan and Lover's Leap. So, of course, a beautiful weekend it's going to be in store for us. Lots of sunshine coming into play, and yes, there is a potential for some frost later on this coming weekend because our lows are going to be kind of hovering right around that 32-degree mark, but not at it, but right around it as well. Lots of that clear skies is going to help our temperatures to drop like a rock, thanks to a lot of that air just sinks up back to space again. Of course, we get that radiational cooling and, of course, that urban heat island, basically meaning that some of our buildings on downtown Martinsville, most of them are kind of brick buildings. We have some metal buildings scattered throughout the uptown region itself. A lot of that heat doesn't have nowhere else to go, so what happens with that urban heat island allows that heat just to radiate itself to uptown itself. So if you've been through parts of Main and Church Street, you know what I'm talking about, you have those roads and those buildings that they're not skyscrapers looking, but they just remain at a vertical height where they're pretty tall up in the sky. They're pretty high up in the up there, so just keep that in mind. But again, that's going to allow our temperatures to drop like a rock. Sunday, sunny skies as well. Hopefully, by then, all of my voice will be recovered before then. But of course, if you're having weekend plans, nothing to be concerned about. Just keep your allergy medicine on standby. It's going to be definitely needed. The pollen levels are going to begin to go back up once more. Now we're getting in the fall pattern as well, thanks to the leaves beginning to fall and with all that summer and spring pollen. All it did was allow that just to accumulate up there. Now that the wind has been interfering with us, it's beginning us to give that spring, fall allergies here with us as well. And speaking of leaves changing, speaking of, the fall foliage report is back. Again, this is launched out every Monday. So we'll take a look at this, and you can kind of tell we're right in between that yellow and green looking color there. And you kind of see there have been reports of some of the leaves beginning to change there. Now, if you head up closer, you're going to have to go well out of our area for this one. This is up towards Beckley, West Virginia, just outside of Pocahontas, Greenbrier County, off to the point to it for you there. And you kind of see there that beige brown looking color. Even some of the oranges are beginning to spike out with that one too. So do note that we are right on the fringe line of this this green and yellow color. Elsewhere, Roanoke valleys and going towards the New River Valley, southwestern Virginia, seeing a lot of that fall foliage report. So we're still on time for a nice season. There is a tree biologist from the Virginia Tech, Dr. John Seiler, who loves to talk about trees all the time. He says that this is going to be one of the best seasons for fall foliage. So that's why I'm encouraging you to get out over the next several weekends or the next several afternoons even, maybe doing some of those things to maybe take advantage of the nice fall weather. It's going to feel nice, crisp, and cool. If you are a fan of that pumpkin spice, which you might want to go ahead and get you some of that too as you're making your way out and about. You know, not a bad weekend. Like I showed you a few minutes ago, a lot of that clear skies out there. But remember, if you are an allergy sufferer and you are beginning to sound like your voice is getting a little bit raspy, you may want to have some additional medication there, or better yet, get those cough drops. The honey lemon in particular, I think, are one of the best of kinds. So anyway, on that note, just do know, clear and chilly tonight. We're going to begin to see a lot of sunshine and a lot more warmer temperatures for Wednesday. Thursday looks like to be the warmest day of the week for us before a cold front as you begins to move in our area. It's going to allow our temperatures to quickly get cold in a hurry. So if you have plants and garden stuff outside, I would go ahead and say you might want to go ahead and just start closing up this week, because it does appear that we're going to get some more cool weather as we head towards the month of October. So until then, we'll talk again on your Wednesday with a lot more sunshine and a lot more warmer weather heading our way as we get towards Thursday.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.